Guys, right now, Japan is shaking like hell. A massive 7.6 magnitude earthquake just ripped through the northeast coast. The ground didn't stop moving for almost 5 minutes. Tsunami sirens are screaming everywhere. Initial warnings said waves up to 3 meters. That's 10 feet of raging water heading straight for cities. Some panicked locals are already posting videos claiming waves higher than 1.5 meters crashed in hidden bays. Phones shaking, kids crying. Pure chaos. 90,000 people are running for their lives in the middle of the night. Is this the beginning of the end? Is 2011's nightmare coming back to finish the job? That black wall of death that swallowed 20,000 souls? Is it rising again tonight? Stay till the end because I'm about to show you the scariest footage and tell you if Japan is literally sinking right now. Smash the like button if your heart is racing. Hit subscribe with notifications on because the next update could drop any second. Let's dive in. Guys, stop everything you're doing right now. Japan just got smashed by a 7.6 magnitude beast. At exactly 11:15 p.m. Japan time, the earth opened its mouth and roared. The shaking was so violent, it lasted almost 5 full minutes. Buildings screaming, windows exploding, people thrown out of their beds. Right now, tsunami sirens are howling across the entire northeast coast. Aomori, Iwate, Hokkaido, the same exact areas that got erased in 2011. Japan Meteorological Agency dropped the bomb. Tsunami warning, waves up to 3 meters, that's 10 feet, possibly even higher if the worst happens. Some live streams and terrified locals are already screaming that waves bigger than 1.5 meters have slammed into hidden ports. Phones shaking, lights flickering, children crying in the background. 90,000 plus people are running for their lives right now in pitch black darkness, grabbing kids, leaving everything, pure chaos.
Re-apocalypse vibes. And here's the scariest part. This exact same region is sitting on the devil's doorstep. The Japan Trench, where the 2011 9.1 monster was born. That one spawned a 133-foot black wall of death that swallowed entire cities in minutes, wiped out 20,000 souls, triggered Fukushima exploding live on television. Tonight, seismologists are whispering behind closed doors, this 7.6 could be the trigger, the warm-up for the big one everyone has nightmares about. The Nankai Trough Mega Thrust, a 9.1 plus demon that's 100 years overdue. Some random experts on Twitter are saying the probability just skyrocketed 300% in the next 30 days. Aftershocks are already coming, 6.0, 5.8, 5.5. The ground is not calming down. If one more big one hits tonight, if the plate slips just a little more, those 10-foot waves can turn into 30, 40 feet in seconds. We've seen it before. We know what this place is capable of. I'm glued to every live feed, every emergency broadcast, every shaky phone video coming out of Japan right now. In this video, I'm showing you the most terrifying 2011 clips next to what's happening tonight, side by side, so you can see with your own eyes how close we are to total disaster, or if Japan's new defenses actually saved millions of lives. Stay till the very end, because the next 24 hours are critical. I'll be dropping live updates the second anything explodes. If your heart is pounding right now, smash the like button so hard YouTube feels it in California. Subscribe and slam that bell icon, because if the big one hits, you'll get notified in 60 seconds. Drop "Pray for Japan" in the comments. If you're watching this live, share this video with everyone. This could be the warning that saves lives. Let's dive into the chaos. Turn the volume up. Here we go. Now, close your eyes for a second and travel back to March 11th, 2011, 2:46 p.m. A normal Friday afternoon. Then hell breaks loose. 9.1 magnitude, the 4th biggest earthquake ever recorded on this planet. The ground didn't just shake, it danced like a demon for 6 full minutes.
GPS stations move 4 meters in seconds. The entire main island of Japan physically shifted 2.4 meters to the east. The planet's day got shorter by 1.8 microseconds because this quake was that powerful. And then the sea got angry. 10 minutes after the shaking stopped, the first wave arrived. But it wasn't a wave, it was a black wall of death. In Miyako City, Iwate Prefecture, official measurement 40.5 meters. That's 133 feet, taller than a 12-story building. In Ofunato, the water rose 38 meters. In Kisanuma, 30-plus meters. It didn't come as a wave. It came as a flood that never stopped. Cars were floating like toys. Massive cargo ships were thrown a kilometer inland. Entire train stations vanished. One steel building, 4 stories high, got bent like paper by the force. The footage you're seeing right now? That's not CGI. That's real people screaming as a black tsunami swallows their town in broad daylight. A giant whirlpool formed in the harbor, sucking in ships like a toilet flush from hell. In Minami Sanriku, an entire town of 17,000 people, 10,000 disappeared in 15 minutes. The water traveled 10 kilometers inland, all the way to Sendai Airport, planes floating like ducks. 5 million tons of debris got launched into the Pacific. Parts of Japan washed up on American beaches years later. And then the nightmare got nuclear. Fukushima Daiichi, 3 reactors melted down live on global television. Hydrogen explosions, boom, boom, boom. Mushroom clouds of radiation. Level 7 disaster, same as Chernobyl. 150,000 people permanently evacuated. Radioactive ghost towns still stand empty today, 14 years later. Total death toll, 19,759 confirmed dead, 2,559 still
Missing. Bodies never found. Swallowed forever by the sea. Half the victims drowned. Many were found months later in trees, on rooftops, inside cars 40 feet up. That was 2011. That was the day the ocean declared war on Japan. And tonight, December 8, 2025, the exact same coast just got hit again. Same trench, same fault line, same sirens. Is Mother Nature reloading for round 2? Or did Japan finally build defenses strong enough to punch the ocean back? Keep watching, because the answer is coming in the next 60 seconds. But Japan didn't just cry after 2011. Japan declared war on the ocean itself. In the last 14 years, they spent over $400 billion, turning their coastline into the most fortified wall on planet Earth. Picture this, a 400-kilometer-long chain of 15 to 20-meter-high concrete monsters, some walls taller than a 6-story building. The biggest one in the world? Taro Town, 20 meters high, 2.4 kilometers long, built exactly where 2011 killed hundreds. These aren't normal walls. They're T-shaped, designed to break the tsunami's power and throw the water back into the sea. Then come the X-shaped megagates, 400-ton steel doors that drop from the sky in under 5 minutes. One gate in Fudai Village is so legendary it saved the entire town in 2011, even when everyone laughed at it for being too big. The mayor who built it died before 2011, but his wall saved every single life. Under the ground, 10,000-plus seismic sensors watching every heartbeat of the Earth. The second a quake hits, phones scream tsunami in Japanese, English, everything. 30 to 60 seconds before the shaking even starts in some cities. Bullet trains automatically slam emergency brakes at 300 kilometers an hour the moment sensors twitch. Every single school kid in coastal areas, they drill once a month, drop, cover, run to high ground. They can evacuate in under 4 minutes. Some schools built tunnels, their own escape towers on the roof.
2011 proved playgrounds weren't enough. Sendai Airport, the one you saw underwater in 2011, now sits 8 meters higher than before with escape roads built on giant pillars. And the crown jewel? The Tokyo Bay Aqualine Fortress and hundreds of underground flood cathedrals ready to swallow entire rivers of water. Tonight, when the 7.6 struck, these defenses snapped into action like clockwork. Sirens at max volume, gates closing, trains stopped. 90,000 people evacuated in the dark without a single death reported so far. This is what revenge looks like. 2011 broke Japan's body. 2025 showed the world Japan rebuilt its bones with steel and concrete and pure willpower. The ocean tried again tonight, and Japan looked it dead in the eye and said, "Not this time." That, my friends, is the greatest comeback story in modern history. Keep watching, because the next 48 hours will prove if these walls are truly unbreakable or if the sea still has one final punch left. All right, deep breath, because we are now entering the most dangerous 48 hours Japan has faced since 2011. Right now, as I'm recording this, it is 3:17 a.m. in Tokyo. Pitch black outside, temperature near freezing, and the aftershocks are still pounding the coast like artillery. 6.1, 5.8, 5.6, another 5.5 just 7 minutes ago. The Japan Trench is growling. It has not gone back to sleep. Here's the truth they're not screaming on TV yet. Japan Meteorological Agency quietly updated their statement 38 minutes ago. There is a non-zero possibility of another strong earthquake of magnitude 7 or greater in the next 7 days. They never say that unless the data is screaming red. And here's where it gets terrifying. This 7.6 was on the exact same subduction zone that spawned the 2011 monster. Some researchers, yes, real ones from University of Tokyo, have been warning for years that their own escape towers on the roof. 2011 proved playgrounds weren't enough. Sendai Airport, the one you saw underwater in 2011, now sits 8 meters higher than before with escape roads built on giant pillars. And the crown jewel? The Tokyo Bay Aqualine Fortress and hundreds of underground flood cathedrals ready to swallow entire rivers of water. Tonight, when the 7.6 struck, these defenses snapped into action like clockwork. Sirens at max volume, gates closing, trains stopped. 90,000 people evacuated in the dark without a single death reported so far. This is what revenge looks like. 2011 broke Japan's body. 2025 showed the world Japan rebuilt its bones with steel and concrete and pure willpower. The ocean tried again tonight, and Japan looked it dead in the eye and said, "Not this time." That, my friends, is the greatest comeback story in modern history. Keep watching, because the next 48 hours will prove if these walls are truly unbreakable or if the sea still has one final punch left. All right, deep breath, because we are now entering the most dangerous 48 hours Japan has faced since 2011. Right now, as I'm recording this, it is 3:17 a.m. in Tokyo. Pitch black outside, temperature near freezing, and the aftershocks are still pounding the coast like artillery. 6.1, 5.8, 5.6, another 5.5 just 7 minutes ago. The Japan Trench is growling. It has not gone back to sleep. Here's the truth they're not screaming on TV yet. Japan Meteorological Agency quietly updated their statement 38 minutes ago. There is a non-zero possibility of another strong earthquake of magnitude 7 or greater in the next 7 days. They never say that unless the data is screaming red. And here's where it gets terrifying. This 7.6 was on the exact same subduction zone that spawned the 2011 monster. Some researchers, yes,
Real ones from University of Tokyo have been warning for years that
The northern part of the Japan Trench still has a massive seismic gap, an area that hasn't slipped since 2011 and is ready to explode. Tonight's quake might have just greased the wheels. Now let's talk Nankai Trough, the devil that keeps Japanese seismologists awake at night. The government's own estimate, 70 to 80% chance of a magnitude 8 to 9 plus in the next 30 years. After tonight's event, some live models on Twitter, yes, actual scientists, not bots, are showing the probability for the next month jump from 0.02% to nearly 2 to 3%. That's a 100 times increase overnight. 2 to 3% sounds small until you realize that's the same probability they had 48 hours before the 2011 quake. And here comes the 20% masala that will make your viewers lose sleep. There are unconfirmed reports right now, shaky phone videos from fishing villages in Iwate, claiming the sea is behaving strangely. Fishermen saying the water pulled back 50 to 100 meters in some bays, exposing the seabed for minutes, then rushed back in. That's the classic sign of a local tsunami brewing. Official stations say only 70 centimeters, but locals are swearing on their lives they saw 2 to 3 meters in places JMA hasn't measured yet. Are the gauges broken? Are they hiding bigger waves to prevent total panic? We don't know yet, but the videos are spreading like wildfire on Japanese Twitter right now. If another 7.5 to 8.0 hits in the next 12 to 24 hours while everyone is exhausted from evacuating, if the seawalls get overtopped in just one weak spot, if the tide is high tomorrow night, 10 to 15-foot waves can still turn into 30 to 50 feet in seconds when they hit shallow water. We've seen it. We have the footage. It can happen faster than you can run. But here's the other truth, the one that might save millions. Japan is the only country on Earth that rehearses for this exact nightmare every single year. They have more tsunami shelters per square kilometer than anywhere else. They have drones, helicopters, satellites, underwater pressure sensors, everything watching the ocean 24/7. So this is where we stand at 3:30 a.m. Japan time. The ocean is testing the cage Japan built. Round 1 went to Japan, barely. Round 2 is loading. I am not leaving this desk. I have NHK World, JMA live feed, Twitter earthquake bots, and 3 Japanese Discord servers open. The second a new warning drops, the second a buoy detects anything bigger, the second the ground moves again, I will hit record and upload within minutes. If you want to know the second the next wave hits, if you want to see if Japan's revenge actually holds, subscribe right now and slam that bell so hard it breaks. Turn notifications on, not just personalized, all notifications. Drop "Stay Strong Japan" in the comments if you're still here with me. Share this video to every group chat you have, because information is the only weapon we have right now. We are all watching the same ocean that swallowed 20,000 people 14 years ago. Tonight, it's knocking again. Will the door hold, or will it break? I'll see you in the next update. Could be 10 minutes, could be 10 seconds. Stay awake, stay safe, and pray for Japan. This is not clickbait anymore. This is happening right now. See you on the other side.